Part of Peter Shotton's book deals with their time at high school, so I thought it might be a good idea to take a trip down and have a look at the school they both attended. But maybe not right now, because it's raining. This is part 2 of John Lennon's Woolton. If you didn't watch the first video, it doesn't really matter because this is a standalone. But what I would like to do is show you a map. Now, this map was drawn by Peter Shotton for his memoir, which he called In My Life. And it's reasonably important because I'm going to talk about a couple of the places shown on this map. So first of all, John Lennon's childhood home, where he lived with his aunt and his uncle, which was called, or still is called, Mendips, is on Menlove Avenue, and that's in a red circle, and it's number 1. Peter Shotton lived on Vale Road, just behind Mendips, and that's marked as number 2 on the map, and I've also ringed that with a red circle. The blue area is an area that they called the tip and the bottom tip, and we're going to be driving along there past this area on the way to Calderstones Park. Now, Calderstones Park is marked at the bottom left of this map, and it's an area that he actually talks about quite a bit in the book. Rightio. Let's see if the weather's got any better. Different day, slightly different weather. It was really nice before. It was really sunny, and I thought, well, it might be a little bit too sunny to do this trip, because when it's sunny, it's you get a lot of glare, and the cameras tend to overexpose a little bit. But at the moment, it's gone dull. Clouds come over, so it might make for a better video. So we're going to turn onto Menlove Avenue. There we go. So this is Menlove Avenue. Don't know if you can hear me. It's really noisy. So this is Menlove Avenue, and on the right hand side behind these trees are 4 high-rise blocks of apartments, and they stand on what was described in Peter Shotton's book as the tip. So as these large trees disappear on the right, we're just about to pass John Lennon's childhood home on the right, Mendips. And we're heading along Menlove Avenue in the direction of Penny Lane and city centre eventually. So in the book, Peter Shotton says that they used to cycle to school, and he says the journey was around about 2 miles. Now, I'm not cycling today, as you can obviously see, so I don't think that we're going to take the same route that they would have taken. I'm going to guess that they would have taken a shortcut through the park, maybe taken a left turn here where this car is turning. But basically what we're going to do is take a drive around Calderstones Park, or part of Calderstones Park. Now if I was going to cycle to John Lennon's old school, I don't think I would come this way, but it's a good way to actually drive here and just show you the location if you've never been here. So on our left hand side is Calderstones. That's a tight squeeze, isn't it? I don't think this road was ever meant for 3. Yeah, thank you very much. Some people can't even be bothered waving to you. Thank you. Anyway, Calderstones Park on the left hand side. Potholes and speed humps. So we're going to actually drive past the school, and then I'm going to park up. I'm going to park up and have a walk past it, do some filming for you. Awesome. So just following the park around, can't go anywhere else other than left or right, so this is the beginning of the school. Quite a nice little lane this. It's called Harts Hill Road. Must have been quite nice to come to this school. We're right at the bottom now of Calderstones Park on the left hand side, and I'm just going to go to the end of the road and park up. Busy today. Right, I'm just going to park up here. Looks like a good place to be. And we'll get out and take a little stroll. This is Hart Hill Road, and we need to walk to the other end to walk back here. I think I said Harts Hill Road when I was driving the car, a little slip of the tongue. So this is Hart Hill Road. I should have filmed the White House on our right hand side, which is behind us now. So I'll just swing around and we can have a little look. But this was the house of a John Walmsley, and in 1921, you can just see it through the trees there, in 1921 it became a school, and that school was set aside for girls. So that school was called Calder High School. And not long after that, in 1922, this school opened, and this school was set aside for boys. So this is John Lennon's old high school. Back then it was called Quarry Bank High School for boys, and today it's just known as Calderstones School. But I don't think much has changed. There's been some additions further up as we walk around, but this is pretty much as it was back in his day. The sandstone walls, sandstone buildings. Really nice place. John Winston Lennon was admitted to this school on the 4th of September 1952. The headmaster at the time was a Mr. E.R. Taylor. He had started as headmaster in 1947 and he was here until 1956. I think that's the year before John Lennon left the school. This property was completed in 1867, although there is evidence that other properties had previously stood on this ground. The house was built for John Bland, who was a prosperous timber merchant. The house was purchased by Liverpool Corporation in 1920 with their intention to convert it into a school, and as I said earlier, it opened as a school in 1922. And just to look back along the length of the road that we've just walked along. So, bottom end of Calderstones Park here. Now, of course, not everything to do with this school today dates back to the 1800s. There have been quite a few recent buildings, and we'll come to at least one of those in a little while. But when John Lennon and Peter Shotton came here in 1952, this was a grammar school, and you would have had to have passed a test to be enrolled here. But from what Peter Shotton says in his book, neither of them were very studious. In fact, the stories that he tells are ones of rebellion, really, against the school regime. They got up to all kinds of things at this school, and it's very well documented in the book. One thing that did stand out for me was the fact that they were sent home from school by the headmaster at the time, and they were told not to return until he said so. So they decided that Shotton wouldn't tell his parents and Lennon didn't tell his aunt and uncle, and they carried on getting up each morning, putting the school uniform on and heading out as though they were going to school. So Shotton's parents and Lennon's guardians didn't realise that anything was going on, that anything was any different, until the school sent a letter saying they can return now, and that's when they got found out. But all kinds of little schemes they got up to at this school, unbelievable. So this area here is obviously a new building. I think this dates back to 1997, and I also think that there was some additional buildings erected in 1977 as well. Right, so I'm going to head home, but I'm going to record the rest of the journey around Calderstones Park back to Menlove Avenue, simply because a lot of people just like to see this area of Liverpool, especially people who live in different countries or people who have moved from this area. Now there will be a part 3 to this a little mini-series about John Lennon's childhood. I'm not quite sure when that's going to be out because I haven't even started filming it yet, but it is going to cover the area where he lived and some information that I've been given, and permission to use some photographs from the 1950s and some access to old maps of the area, and basically want to explore some of the myths around Strawberry Fields. But as I say, I'm not quite sure when that's going to be. There are other videos in the pipeline as well, and if you're interested in what they are, then hop over to my website. The first page that you land on will have details about videos I'm actually making and putting together at the moment. And they're not all about the Beatles, because I know not everybody's fanatical about the Beatles at all, but quite a diverse selection. Anyway, thank you very much for watching, and we'll catch up soon.
I just wanna have fun, clap my hands, turn around now and dance, dance, dance. I just wanna have fun, clap my hands, turn around now and dance, dance, dance. I just wanna have fun, clap my hands, turn around now and dance, dance, dance. I just wanna have fun, clap my hands, turn around now and dance, dance, dance. I just wanna clap, clap, turn around, dance, dance, dance. I just wanna clap, clap, turn around, dance, dance, dance. I just wanna clap, clap, turn around, dance, dance. I just wanna clap, clap, turn around, dance, dance. I just wanna have fun, turn around now, turn around now. I just wanna have fun, turn around now, turn around now. I just wanna turn around, dance, dance, dance. I just wanna turn around now. I just wanna have fun, turn around now. I just wanna now and turn around now, turn around now. I just wanna I just wanna clap, clap, turn around, dance, dance. I just wanna clap, clap.